get them all washed up, get dry location lotion, get their pajamas on, back downstairs, have a little nighttime snack, they'll pick it, Cheez-Its, little wafers, something like that. And they'll sit in their little couches and they'll watch a cartoon until about 7 o'clock, and then between 6:30 and 7, we're giving them the medicine and any medicine they need at that point in time, if one of them has fever or whatever else. And then brush their teeth, upstairs, Cece gets an overnight diaper, Bella doesn't, and read them a book. Cece usually wants the tiger book, and I read that to her. We growl at the last part, turn the rain machines on.
Is that what you said, choose your tiger?
Yes.
Does that come to mind?
Yes.
Okay.
And turn the rain machines on, give both kids good night. Cece wants me to put her to bed, Bella wants Shan to put her to bed, and close the door, and night-night.
Okay. All right. Can we talk a little bit about the morning that they disappeared? We already talked about 4 o'clock alarm, prep until 4:15. Correct me if I'm wrong. 4:15, this challenging talk starts. You leave somewhere around 5:30ish, 5:20 something, 5:27. And then what was your day like?
So I went out to locations.
Where's that?
The oil locations.
Oh, locations. Okay.
Yeah. So I worked out on those old locations until 12:10. That's when I got the doorbell visitor notification.
What do you do out there? What do you do at work?
I'll operate the oil and gas locations we have running.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like either maintenance or just like inspections or like trying to get them running again type of thing.
And are you the guy with the wrench or are you the boss?
I'm one of the field coordinators.
Okay.
So like the area we have is it's really big. So like I have me and 2 other guys are field coordinators. Then we have 2 rovers, which they like go around to the area and they help other operators. Then we have 6 route operators.
Okay.
So the field coordinators, we kind of get everybody like, all right, this is what we're going to do today type thing, and disperse type thing.
So then when you left at 5:30, which location did you go to?
So the Survey 319.
Which is
the well location.
It's a well location?
Yeah, we have the Survey 1029.
Survey?
Yeah, it's just well names.
Survey?
Yeah.
Like SERVY?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there was 1129, and we say the 1029 most of the day.
And so these are numbers I don't even understand.
I know, there's like section number, well number type things.
Okay.
That's how they name them.
Okay. So then it might be that, God forbid, 2 weeks from now, we're still looking for them. And it's going to be very important that all of this can jar your memory, right?
Yeah.
So I'm taking notes. So Survey what?
So we have the 1129.
Where'd you go first?
The 319.
319. Where and what crossroads would that be?
Oh, it's out in a ranch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Survey 319. Okay.
Yeah.
How long were you at Survey 319?
Probably about an hour.
Okay. Just telling the boys what to do?
I was out there checking a line that we had leaking on Friday.
Okay. Okay, and that took about an hour?
Yep.
Then what?
Went to the 1129.
Okay. Again, is that just in the middle of a ranch?
Yeah, it's the same ranch.
Okay. Oh, so how far away?
Not far.
Walking distance?
No.
Oh,
walk.
That's a big ranch.
Yeah, you don't drive there.
Okay. How long were you at 1129?
Probably about 20 minutes or so.
Doing what?
I was just doing an inspection over there, see if I can get the well to run again.
Okay.
This one you have to kind of run manually.
Okay. And then where?
The 1029. We were there most of the rest of the day.
Doing what?
We're trying to get a pumping unit to pump back up, and stuffing box rubbers were leaking and the rods were smoking, so we had to replace them. That's what took a very long time.
And how long were you out there?
The rest until 12:10.
So 6-7 hours.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
At least like 5 hours. It seemed like 5 6
And
hours.
were there people with you?
Oh yeah, there are people with me. Like I gave them the names.
Okay.
There was
the police know?
Yeah, Troy McCoy, Chad McNeil, Melissa Parrish, Cody Roberts. They were all out there with me.
Okay. And you said you called home at 7:30 or so?
I texted 7:40.
Okay. And that was something like where are you?
Yeah, I couldn't go back that far on my phone to see when I called, but I did call her 2 or 3 times during that.
And why then? Was that a better part of the day for you to text?
Yeah, because like I was at that point in time, like I was actually trying to call my foreman and everything else, just to talk to him, to tell him what I found, and it kept just like it wouldn't ring out there.
What you found? What do you mean?
The the line that was
Work
leaking.
related. Okay.
Yeah, like we had a bypass line, back pressure line that was tied into a downcome line into an oil tank, and it was leaking on the ground.
Okay.
But like, I was not getting any phone calls through, so that's why I was texting.
Okay. Okay. So let's have the hard conversation again. Okay. How old are they?
4 and 3. So it'll be 5 in December.
Okay. You can imagine that every day that goes by
It gets harder to find.
where we don't find your girls, it's going to get harder to find. We're going to have less clues. Things that we need to get and we need to use, the methods that we need to do to find them are going to start getting blown away by weather, getting re-recorded over themselves at the surveillance store that's going to tell us. All of that is going to disappear, okay? And that's why we're going to spend so much time today, tomorrow, as in the front as we can, right? You can also imagine that every day that goes by, we're going to be looking for the man who did this, okay? And you can imagine that we're going to include you as that man. So, let's talk about that. I think that you're trying to put on a brave face because you're a man and you're a father and you're a husband. I can tell that there's just something you're not telling me. And I'm not sure what it is. I don't know why that is. I don't know why you're not telling me, but there's something that's making you a little bit uncomfortable to know. I just don't believe some of the things you're telling me. Okay, I just don't. I simply do not believe you.
What makes you think? What have I said that makes you not believe me at all?
This just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't add up. So can we talk about 2 Chris's? Okay.
2 Chris's.
A tale of 2 Chris's? Okay. And you need to help me know which Chris I'm looking at today and which Chris you really are. So, Chris number 1 is right here, right? And fell out of love with his wife. Okay. Started wondering what it might be. He didn't have a wife to take care of and a girl to take care of. Spent some time alone. Liked that time alone. Came home. May or may not have had a conversation about how to get out of this marriage or how to fix it, but probably how to get out of it. Is looking at a bachelor pad in Brighton and did something terrible to his wife and kids. And that may have been an accident. And I think it was an accident.
That's not the Chris you're looking at right now. No. And the Chris you're looking at is the man who loves these kids and loves his wife and will never, ever, ever do anything to harm them. That's the Chris you're looking at right now. The Chris you're looking at right now wants these kids and his wife back at his house right now. That's the Chris you're looking at.
Why didn't you call 911?
I didn't think anything was wrong.
I think you knew what was wrong.
I did not know what was wrong, sir. I promise you that.
What do you think it's going to look like when someone finds out that it was not you that called 911?
Everybody's going to have their own perception about what's going on here. But I know my wife. I know that sometimes she doesn't text me back. I know that happens. It's happened multiple times throughout many days. If she's busy with work, it doesn't happen. That's why it didn't register for me that day.
We're back to a tale of two Chris's, Chris.
Okay.
There's a Chris who cares.
I care. I promise.
Tell me about the call to your daycare.
To the Primrose? I called them to see if the girls were there. He said they weren't there.
Okay.
I told them since they weren't there, just put them back on the waiting list.
That's not what you told me.
I told them that we were going to sell the house. Or we could put it on the market, or probably won't be in the area anymore.
That's two different things, Chris.
Well, I wanted them to be back I put them on the waiting list since they weren't there.
Why weren't they there?
I don't know.
Where were they going to go?
They went Shanann took them to a friend's house.
Why wouldn't they go to daycare?
I am not sure. Honestly, sir, I am not sure.
It's hard for me as a father to talk to you about this.
I know.
Not because it's the hardest issue to talk about. It's because I'm worried about your daughters under your care.
You shouldn't have to worry about them under my care.
Okay.
I watched them all weekend. We went to a pool party at Jeremy Lindstrom's house. It's like, I love those kids with all my heart. And nothing in this world would ever make me do anything to these kids or my wife.
When you walk out of this room, there's nothing I can say to a room full of police officers that's going to convince them that you have nothing to do with this.
I know.
You know what they think.
I know all that. Yeah.
Here's a guy who didn't call 911, who woke his wife up at a ridiculous hour because he was so guilty about something that he had to get it off his chest and say, I don't love you anymore, I'm leaving you. That didn't go well. Okay, so what happened?
So she told me she wanted me to wake her up before I left. That's why I didn't just wake her up, like, just to tell her this. Like, I woke her up. That's what she wanted to do, and we talked. Like, usually at 4 a.m., I wake up, I go down and work out. This day, I wanted to talk to her about this. I love these girls. I love these girls so much. And this picture right here, Celeste and Bella, those are my life. I helped make those kids. There's nothing in my life that means more to me than these kids. Nothing. Kids, that's your life. That's your lifeline. That's everything. Like, you make kids, they come first before anything. Kids, spouse, family. That's what it's always been.
Nothing you've told me tonight makes sense. Nothing you've told me tonight feels like the truth. Can we start over?
Sure.
I think that there's something that happened that got maybe a little bit out of control.
There was no fight. There was nothing physical. it was a conversation. We didn't raise our voice, nothing. I promise you that. So there was nothing physical with this conversation.
What was the last thing you saw about your daughters?
Last thing I saw, like when I left,
What did it look like?
saw them in the monitor as it was switching back and forth.
What's the last thing you saw with your wife?
She was laying back in bed as I was walking out the bedroom door.
Okay. When we find the guy who took him, what do you think we should do?
Honestly, like, they're gonna come home safe, correct? When you find the guy.
When we find the guy, they're going to come home.
Life in prison would be that's what I would think with 2 kids that are involved.
What if he hurt them?
I'm not sure if like that penalty is even used. Is it used in Colorado? I'm not even sure.
What is?
The death penalty?
Okay.
I mean, like, if these kids are not alive, like, there's nothing you could do to cope with that, to make me cope with that, if those kids are not okay.
Okay. All right. What was your plan after you guys separated?
Try to get an apartment.
Yeah. Nearby?
We'd just go our separate ways. Like, I would probably get an apartment. We'd try to sell the house first, of course, before we could do anything with that.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, like, try to get an apartment somewhat close.
Okay.
So that, like, it's a 50-50 thing, like, because I was going to go on an 8 and 6 schedule in September.
Okay.
And then I would have 6 days off, and it would be perfect to, I'd have kids for half, and she'd have half, and that would work.
All right. Tonight's been pretty intense, I can imagine. How are you feeling?
I've slept like 2 hours last night, so I'm like running on empty right now. But
I know, I can see it. So why don't I do this? I'm sure you don't mind if we take a break for the night. And I'm sure that you are feeling some of the pressure from me. Okay?
You're doing your job.
I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't grill you a little bit, right? Okay.
I've seen you telling 2 different guys. Like, honestly, like, I've seen like where you're smiling, and I've seen where it's different.
Yeah.
I can, yeah.
Okay.
You're doing your job though. Like, I can't fault you for anything you've asked.
So can I make a commitment to you?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to commit to you that we're not going to stop working until we find them.
Okay.
Okay. And I want to commit to you that there is going to come a time when you're going to feel this pressure from other people. I'm not the only one who thinks that there's a possibility you have something to do with this.
Like another FBI agent, like, pressure, or like just like...
Everyone.
Okay.
Everyone, Chris.
Okay.
Have you ever watched the news and said 2 girls and a pregnant woman go missing? Okay, if that's all you heard, what do you think the public thinks? Husband. Okay. So, I'm going to make a commitment to you. Okay. I'm going to commit to you that I'm going to be your guy. Okay. I'm going to be your guy that handles the investigation. Okay. And I'm going to be your guy that you can come to. Okay. Because I hope that you realize I'm a nice guy. Tonight we had to talk about some tough things, but I hope that you know that I did it respectfully. I think that you can see that. And so as we go on through tonight, the hours, the days, and I hope we don't get to hours or days. I hope it's minutes, right? Until this is over.
Yes.
But just in case it's not, I want you to know that I wanted to be in this room tonight. I wanted to talk to you.
Okay.
Okay. And I hope that you want to talk to me. Okay. When you have questions, when you have concerns, I want you to call the detective that you work with, and I want you to call me. Okay. I want you to know that if you have a question, if you think we're not doing something enough or well enough, I want you to say, I gotta call Graham. I gotta call Dave.
Okay.
Okay. When you need to have a night to yell at somebody and maybe have a good cry, I want you to call me.
Okay.
Okay. I can't imagine what you're going through. I just can't.
Today's been the whirlwind from, like, yesterday I thought she was just at somebody's house, and today with the drones, the police, and the news, it looked like a scene out of a movie.
That's too much. It's too much for one person to handle.
My dad's flying in tomorrow.
Good. Okay. Check your dad. Who else do you have?
Nick and Amanda, Dave, Jeremy.
Okay. Now, you only know me for 3 hours, but I want to be part of that team.
Okay.
Okay? I want to be part of the team that helps you, and I want you to be part of my team.
Okay.
Okay? Tonight, when you go home, one of two things is going to happen. You're going to pass out because you're so tired. Okay? And that's probably not going to be what happens. Your head's going to go race. Okay? So tonight, when you lay down and your head starts racing, there's going to be things that come to your mind. Okay? This always happens. Always. It's very natural. You're going to say, I wonder why he asked me that. Okay? You're going to say, screw him. How dare he accuse me? Okay? You're going to say, I wonder if they thought of this. Okay? And then you're going to say, I probably should have told him something, or this, or that. Okay? Those are the most common things. When those thoughts come to your head, I want you to call me. I want you to call Dave. Okay? It's fair for your mind to race, so I want you to call me. Okay? You need a lifeline. You need someone you can call. I want to be that guy. All right? And I want you to know that if I didn't accuse you a little bit, you'd probably wonder if I was good at my job.
And one of my buddies, he is straight with me. He was like, dude, no veil, like, none of this looks good. So it's like, he's like, I'm not gonna accuse anybody, but like, I'm not gonna be like, he has his wife and their friends. It's like, they won't talk to you right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know.
So we had this Chris, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the other Chris. He's just right here, okay? I can see that you're a good man, right? You don't have beautiful daughters with good clothing that look well fed, right? Children that are unhappy don't smile like this, okay? And those are beautiful kids. Those kids have a good dad, and I know it.
I just see the picture. It's on my phone.
Yeah.
It's a better one, but it's just, I'll show it to you. But
those kids have a good dad. Good dad that feeds them and that loves them. I was very impressed when I asked you how their day was about how involved you are. Okay.
see me on the weekend.
A lot of dads don't get second pairs of clothes and cook eggs and give them snacks at night. You know, a lot of men, that's woman's work, right?
I like to get involved.
But you're not that kind of guy. Okay. So, Chris, can you just look at me for 1 second? If there is something that happened, it's okay. It really is.
Yeah.
Okay. If something that happened with these girls, if there was an accident, if there's something you're afraid to tell me, it's okay.
Okay.
If there's something that happened with your wife, it's okay. Okay. You can always tell me. And if you want to talk 15 minutes after you leave, I'll answer the phone. If you want to talk in the middle of the morning, I'll answer the phone. Okay. What I want to happen is, if that's what happened, if there was something that got out of hand, if there's something you know, I want you to go home and I want you to know that I'm the guy you can talk to, okay, who's not going to judge you. I have kids.
Mm.
Sometimes I joke with my wife, I just need 2 weeks alone, you know? Like when you told me about your 4 to 5 weeks alone, I was like, wow, that sounds like a slice of heaven, right? Sometimes it's a bit much. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to take a little break. I'm going to help organize the search at your house tonight.
Okay.
Okay? I still want to do that.
Okay. I was just going to go to my friend's house and just get away.
Okay. Now,
hopefully they still awake.
I can't tell you that we have to do it. Okay?
If you want, if like you said, it rained tonight.
Yeah.
Like hard. Like it blew 4 trash cans in my yard.
Let's get on it, right?
Like it's whatever's there is there, and I want it found.
I want to do that. I want to talk to you again tomorrow. Okay? I want you to get a good night's sleep and a good breakfast and a good workout, whatever you got to do, whatever your morning routine is.
My dad flies in the morning about like 8 or 9.
Okay.
So
what time should we plan on doing that?
Can I get him back home first and then come here?
Of course.
Okay.
And listen, of course, take your time, get settled in. So what time is he flying?
He should be here around 8 or 9.
You're 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's flying from North Carolina.
Here's what I would love to have happen. He's flying in 8 or 9. You got to go get him. You got to get him back. He's going to want to know everything.
Yeah.
Okay? He's your dad.
Yeah.
Okay?
He's called me like 10 times today.
It's going to take forever. And he's going to have questions and comments and concerns. Okay? I would love for you and me as a team to talk tomorrow, to do a polygraph tomorrow, and move past all of it. Okay? Move past me wondering about Chris, me about wondering which Chris I'm talking to. I want to move past it. I just want to get it behind us. Okay? And then our talks are going to be a lot more comfortable than they were tonight. So can we say that tomorrow at 11 o'clock?
Okay.
We can do a polygraph?
Here.
Okay? And there might be little tweaks. It might be at a different office or this. We're not going to try to rock your world too much. We know what you're going through.
Okay.
I want to get that done. I want to just move past it.
Okay.
Okay? Could we do that?
Yeah.
11 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions for him?
No, like I have your phone number.
Yeah.
So that like if his flight does get delayed, I can call you.
Yeah, absolutely. You have Dave's, right?
Yes. So you based that up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You know that's a 24-hour number, okay?
Okay.
Let's make that happen tomorrow.
Okay.
One of the things that makes us wonder about which Chris again is when you don't answer the phone. Okay? So if I call you, I get it. You're on the phone. You're with your dad. You're in the drive-through. You know, whatever it is. I get it. Okay? If you go a whole day without calling me back.
Oh no, that's not gonna happen.
Can we promise each other we'll answer the phone?
Yeah, like I'm not going a day. Like if I'm with my dad or like I have other calls coming in, like I'm getting back to you.
Okay.
There's no yeah.
Okay. Your dad's coming tomorrow. Were you guys planning on staying here?
Oh yeah, like he's gonna stay at my house. Like
Okay.
that was the thing. Like I don't want to be in that house by myself.
Okay.
That's why I'm staying with my friends tonight.
Okay.
Because I can't be in that house again. Like
Have you already packed for your friends tonight?
I got it in my car.
Okay.
I was actually about almost there when I was calling me. I was like, yeah, I'll turn around.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was like, I'd rather
Okay.
get this rolling right here.
Sorry. All right. I hope you realize I'm someone that you can call and trust. And again, I put the screws to you, but that's because I need to.
I know.
Okay. You did a really good job tonight. Okay. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, just
Okay.
we gotta find these two and my wife. I'll show you the other picture on my phone.
Okay. Let me go see.
She's done with it.
Yeah. Let me go see where they are with the phone.
Okay.
And then we're gonna, if you're gonna go to your friend's house, then we might not include you very much at your house.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to leave you alone for the night, but if we get somewhere, if we can't get in the house, if we find something we gotta talk to you about tonight, and
I'll have my
I
ring
can't
on.
wait, yeah.
I'll have my ring
call you
on.
again.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Just gotta find them.
No. Okay. I know. I appreciate you coming in tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me a few minutes.
I'm down to get right now. Okay,
Thanks for letting us use your phone.
no problem.
So we're trying to figure this out without sending you home with a bunch of questions, right?
Gotcha.
We'd like to be able to tell you this is our plan for tomorrow. So far it looks like some of the things we need to do at your house are better at night and some are better in the morning. So we're going to probably split the difference and start very early in the morning. Now, between now and very early is probably about 3-4 hours, right?
Okay.
Is it possible for you to not go home during that time to your house?
Okay.
Can you go straight to your friends?
I'm gonna check my friends right here.
Okay. And then when you go straight to your friend's house, is it okay to ask that you don't go back to your house?
You just call me and give me a word.
Okay. All right.
Safe.
Okay. So we'd like to be able to, I don't want to do 2 searches at your house, because that will say to the public, oh boy, FBI is really interested in him. And then that's going to be a storm coming at you that we don't want. Okay. So we'll do that. We're going to send you home, go to your friend's house, get a good night's sleep, pick up your dad at 8 or 9.
Yeah. Just I'll have to verify with you. He leaves at like 5 Eastern time.
He already has a ticket?
Yeah.
Do you know when he's flying in, like what he's flying in on, or the company, or?
I told him to go United Airlines. It was cheaper, but I'm not
Okay.
sure because price kept changing on him.
He bought his ticket?
Yeah.
Okay. What's his name?
Ronnie Watts.
Ronnie Watts, okay. So we'll send you to your friend's house. You know, again, I can't tell you, you cannot go in your house, but I'd like you to not go in your house, if you can do that. And then we'll start early in the morning. I'll check in with you at around 8 or 9.
Okay.
You'll probably be on your way to the airport if not already there. And then after that, can you just come straight here?
Yeah.
Let's talk, let's get everything out of the way, let's get done with your search, and then we're just gonna, send you on your way, and we'll be back to this Chris, the good Chris, right?
Okay.
I'm sorry you have to go through all this.
It's part of the process.
Okay.
So you guys gonna stay at my house overnight, or?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But actually, yes.
Okay.
There will be someone at your house.
Okay.
There will be a patrol officer in the front and in the back. And then, yeah, they're going to make sure. Well, and the reason is we don't want anyone else going to your house either.
Okay.
Some nosy reporters, some nosy neighbors.
The reporters will be there because they're just cycling in and doing some spots here and there.
Right, yeah. So, but we also want to make sure that they're not sticking a camera in your window and, doing some sort of weird piece about your house and your home. And so, yeah, we'll make sure that no one else gets in there.